Many people associate going lean with a corporate starvation diet, mass layoffs, slashed budgets, and an overworked staff struggling to keep up. The methodology actually began as the Toyota production system in post-war Japan. Facing severe resource shortages, engineers had to figure out how to build high-quality products while wasting almost nothing. Decades later, researchers at MIT spent 5 years analyzing Toyota's success. They coined the term lean thinking to translate those automotive principles into a universal set of rules for any business. Lean provides a surgical framework for exposing and eliminating hidden operational waste without damaging the organizational muscle that does the actual work. Take a furniture company like Siam Woodcraft. If you track a single wooden chair through their factory, the physical labor, cutting the wood, sanding it, and assembling the pieces, takes exactly 3 days of actual work. Yet, if you order that chair today, it won't arrive at your door for 45 days. Traditional management often creates dead time that is completely invisible to the naked eye. In this case, 42 days of the process have simply vanished. Locating that missing time requires looking at the business through a completely different set of operational lenses. The first principle is to define value from the perspective of the customer. A customer pays for a sturdy, finished chair. They gain nothing from warehouse storage or the time it takes a forklift to move wood between buildings. Principle 2 is to map the value stream. You draw out every single action that occurs across that 45-day span to see which steps actually contribute to the final product. This map reveals that those 42 days consist almost entirely of chairs sitting in queues, waiting to be moved from the cutting station to the sanding station. Any activity or duration that does not actively transform the raw material into the product is pure operational fat. Stagnation is usually caused by batching. When a factory cuts 1,000 chair legs at once before sending them to the next department, it creates massive backlogs of parts that just sit there, doing nothing. Principle 3 is to create flow. By dismantling rigid departments and arranging equipment into a U-shaped layout, a company can implement one-piece flow. A worker takes one piece of wood, cuts it, sands it, and passes it directly to assembly. Because the item never stops moving, it never ends up waiting in a pile. Replacing batches with continuous flow physically dissolves the bottlenecks, turning wait time into forward momentum. However, high-speed flow creates a new danger. Producing goods that haven't been ordered yet will quickly flood a warehouse with unsold inventory. This is why Principle 4 is to establish pull. In the just-in-time system, production only begins when the customer sends a signal that they are ready to buy. It functions like a professional kitchen. The chef doesn't start grilling a steak just because they have the ingredients. They wait until a waiter hands them a specific ticket from a diner. Synchronizing production with actual demand ensures the factory never spends resources on overproduction. By applying these principles, Siam Woodcraft can shrink their 45-day lead time down to just 5 days. This change has immediate secondary effects. Freeing up warehouse space reduces rent costs, while shipping products faster causes cash flow to surge. When an organization optimizes for time, the physical footprint and financial health of the business tend to align. The final principle is the pursuit of perfection. This frames lean as a permanent evolution of company culture, where the goal is constant incremental improvement. Once the massive chunks of waste are gone, the smaller inefficiencies become easier to spot. This allows the team to eliminate the micro-wastes that were previously hidden by the larger chaos. W. Edwards Deming famously noted that we cannot solve problems with the same level of thinking that created them. Ask yourself, are your projects moving in heavy batches? Are your internal emails stuck in long queues? Are you performing work that the customer doesn't actually value? Viewing a business through the lens of lean thinking makes it possible to spot waste everywhere and provides the exact tools required to remove it forever.